If you could toggle on third-person view IRL, how would you take advantage of it and why? It would just be interesting to see what I look like day to day, moving around, talking to people, interacting with them. It's a rare gift to be able to see yourself exactly as others see you, at least physically. I'd probably also use it as a motivation to lose weight and fix a couple of little tics once I realize exactly how bad they look in third person. Driving. Imagine how much easier parking in a crazy tight space would be if you could see from outside and above the car. I would make bets with everyone that I could guess what number between 1 to 10 they hold out with their fingers with my back turned. Make them think they can double their money with 9/10 odds in their favor and clean everyone out. Immediately try to glitch out the camera by walking backwards into a wall. Shaving the back of my head. If I can control the camera angle, it would also be useful for shaving my neck. Currently my hand blocks my view. Stealth missions. Make sure my zipper's up without making it obvious. I'd finally be able to see if what the thing is behind me when I walk around at home. I know it's there. I can feel it. It touches my hair and breathes down my neck. I sometimes think I'm going to be assaulted from behind when I'm at a urinal. This would help. I could see if people are checking me out or giving me the stink eye behind my back. Braiding my hair. I can do that easy on others, but for myself? Ugh. I would join the military and successfully call out all my enemies while staring blankly at the wall. Admiring my character. I spent 9 months in the character creator only to play the entire game in first person. Checking when the boss is coming. Can I choose the point of view or is it fixed? Could I clip the camera into people's bodies to see their insides? You can already do this, just take too much key to mine. Probably checking to see if I have blood stains on my pants as I'm going through the day. Never nearly run over someone with a shopping cart around a blind corner again. VR. You could quickly check your surroundings so you don't punch your wall and break your controller and get yelled at and overall fuck up. Become obsessed with how stupid I look at any given moment. Get depressed because I looked stupid pretty consistently. Profit. Okay, but imagine if everyone had this ability. You'd never know if someone's secretly looking at you but pretending not to. The thought is unnerving. Seeing if I have something on my face without a mirror. Become a professional gambler. If I can rotate the camera around me, then theoretically I could see a dealer's blackjack hand if I'm seated and the camera is on my face looking through him or her. Also useful in a poker setting, especially if someone is sitting next to me, or just in rotating the camera around myself to hopefully clip through some players to see through them to their hands. I'd use it to check around the corner, to 1. Tell if the boss is coming, 2. Avoid wanted interactions, 3. Conduct stealth missions. Ah, now I can see how ugly I really am at all times. Cheat on tests. No one would ever know. Being a filthy pervert, obviously. Actually would be a pretty cool superpower, having a free-floating invisible third eye with a range of 10 feet or so. Toggle third-person view IRL. Program a drone to follow you wherever you go and to track its camera onto you. Wear VR headset and hold joysticks for basic movement. Program joysticks to control up, down, left, right, zoom in, zoom out. Enjoy running into shit due to disorienting view of third person. I've thought about trying this out, but I own neither a drone or VR headset. Improve my posture, because I always forget to pay attention to it. I'd see if it's the jeans that make my ass look big or my fat ass. Parallel parking would be a snap. It might be a turn on during sex, to watch yourself. Maybe even masturbating. They don't put mirrors on the ceiling in seedy motels for nothing, you know. That's basically how I feel anytime I'm trying out clothes in a shop and there's 2 mirrors in the changing room. Peak corners. Dye my hair without the help of a friend cause I could finally see the back of my head. I'd use it to see how I look when I'm being complimented or having a day when I don't feel as good, like those magical mirrors that somehow have the right angle and lighting to make you feel amazing. Hopefully, instant self-esteem boost. Then I'd tell others with this feature how they could do the same. Also, would this work on sound, too? Because we all hate hearing ourselves on a voicemail, but what if we could hear ourselves how others hear us? Could be interesting. I once smoked a pretty strong weed strain. After that I watched the wall and it felt like I was in third person. That was weird. Use it as it is in the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft 2b2t's Freakum. Probably mostly creepy stuff. There are so many nice pairs of boobs out there that are worth more than a glance. I'd pick up a hooker, watch my car make creaking noises and then run her over to get my money back. It'd be a great way to observe your own emotional reactions from a slightly less biased perspective. I could finally manage to trim my neckline at home and keep those damn pecky hairs in check. Shit grows back there so damned fast, I have to go get it handled about 2 weeks after a haircut. Looking around corners to make sure I don't power walk into somebody. Seeing people's reactions when I airdrop them a super fucked up video like a man sticking a rat up his ass or some Mexican cartel beheading. First of all, I wouldn't get caught staring. Check if my bald spot got any bigger since last time I saw it. If so, I could jump off a building, in third person. To decide what fashion choices really look the best from all angles. I would use it to corner peek to get the comp on school shooters. Check for period stains on my butt, I won't have to ask my friends anymore. Take advantage of able to see anything around me without turning my head. Cheat and parking. Now I can how cringy I look at all times. You know when you shut off a light in your basement and you sprint upstairs to prevent yourself from getting consumed by demons? Yeah, that. Go in the locker room, stand next to the wall, and try to glitch the camera into the ladies' side. Every time I get blackout drunk and do stupid things. I would do it like Ocarina of Time. No control, and random. Can we turn it off if we're in a bathroom stall? Imagine if Abe Lincoln had this. When I'm underwater in the bath to make sure there are no monsters in the room when I arise. Enlist in the army and use it like days. Fixing my horrible posture. Sex obviously. To see if that person is actually staring at me or is it my anxiety. My stalking game would improve dramatically. Casinos, baby. Clip the camera under tables to see cards and stuff. I'd use it as an early warning system to let me know when my parents are about to walk in the room. Gotta love that corner peek ability. Poker player ultra cheat mode. Always tweak the camera to see opponents' cards, only lose to people who do the very quick corner flick. As someone that suffers from depersonalization, I can tell you I would love to toggle this. I hate when I'm having an episode and I would love to turn it off when I'm stuck in the corner of the room while my body is sitting 10 feet away. I would wear headphones more often at work, as I would no longer have to listen for footsteps to know if someone was approaching my cubicle. No mirrors around. Switch to third-person view and do my makeup. Also switch to third-person POV to check for crumbs on my face. I would become a pilot anyways and it would just be easier. Everyone's talking about being a creep or some sort of assassin or something, and here I am just thinking how nice it would be to be able to apply sunblock properly on my own back. Check corners to make sure no one that I don't want to talk to is coming down the hallway I'm about to turn into. Looking who is walking behind me without making it obvious, then greet them and freak them out. Hide and seek. Not have to worry about running into other people when emerging from a grocery aisle. I'd become immune to sneak attacks. Sex would be so much different. It would be like watching a porn video. I'd use it to stare at the nice girl's ass who sit behind me in class. Of course I'd take advantage. Think of all the money you could save on haircuts. Check if I sharted or not. I almost always do, but I'd like to know sooner. As a mechanic I would use it for work often. To be able to pan around when wiggling a cable, hose, trying to nut a bolt, checking lights, and many other things. It would be super helpful. Depends. If it can clip through anything then I would check inside of school thoughts for any rubber. If I can clip the camera out of bounds, I can get a perfect angle to precision jump onto an invisible wall, spam toggling my camera and glitching into the secret backrooms level. You can point the screen under skirts of cross-dressers. Walking around corners without running into someone. Creep around corners just like in PUBG. Poker. I'm already a pretty perceptive person. This would basically make me a superhero. When someone does the shoulder tap meme, I will not be made a fool once again. Could you imagine just how much more selfies would be on Instagram if people could do this? I'd be even more glad I didn't have Instagram. I would yell, "Why didn't anyone tell me my butt was so big?" My job